Hello, today we've got bass guitar solos. So I put out a video just the other day on country walking bass. So this is going to be a solo over the country walking bass line, and I'm going to give you some ideas on how to approach your solo, several different ways to approach it, and I'm going to give those all to you today. So stick around for that. Hello, I'm Donald Witt. This is I Want to Play Bass, your YouTube channel for everything bass. Subscribe, hit that bell notification, get in the loop, don't miss a beat. Lots of good stuff, lots of good bass guitar tips coming up as well. So definitely subscribe and get in the loop. All right, so I'm going to play along with the song I put down the other day, and I'm just going to give you a bass solo over top of that, okay? So let's dig into it. The first idea of bass soloing I'm going to give you is just using the major scale over that. This is probably the easiest way to approach a bass solo, but yet really not that easy. It's kind of harder to create your lines and get a good feel of the song when you're just playing through the major scale, but you can do that. You definitely can. So this particular tune is in the key of G, and we're just going to play the G major scale. Okay, so listen up. Now I'm going to come in right from the top and just start with the bass solo. I'm not going to play through the verse or anything. We're just going to come right in with the bass solo. Okay, so we can keep this dialed down time-wise. Here we go. So that's just the major scale, just the G major scale alone. Your phrasing is all it is. It's you can play that just play that G major scale all day long. So just create like a little rhythm. And then just rephrase it. Okay, so that's number one, just the G major scale, or just the major scale over whatever key you're in, that major scale, run that around. Okay, so number two is going to be go play the solo through the chord progression. It's a little harder, but it's to keep up with the chord progression, but you need to be able to do that as well. It takes a little practice, but you get it, and it gets a lot easier as you do it. So that's going to be the next one, right through the chord progressions. So that's just playing right through the chord progressions. You know, just go to C, C major, 7, just C major, G, D, G. You know, just simple as that. Just simply play the root. So that's just one easy way to get through it. You definitely, if everybody cuts out and everything, then the ideal, I mean, hopefully a drummer will keep a rhythm going back there for you, just give you something to groove off of. But if the whole band cuts out, you don't have to worry about that chord progression anymore. You can just use your G major scale and do it. But if you can keep the chord progression in your mind and keep playing through the chord progression, that will definitely add some color to it. All right, so tip number 3 is use a couple of scales. We can use the pentatonic scale, the major pentatonic, and you can just use that scale over top of this entire line. You can do that. Those are real popular. Pentatonic scales are real popular for soloing, so you can definitely use that. And I'll show you. All right, so that's it. You've got the major scale. You play just right through the song, and then you've got use the chord progressions, play through the chord progressions using the target notes of each chord, and use the pentatonic scales as much as possible. They are probably the most easiest and most satisfying to use because there's not a lot of dissonance. There's not a lot of crazy intervals in there at all. Like in the major scale, you'll have this. You've got that tritone in there, so you've got some intervals also in the major scale that are a little uneasy, but use those to your advantage. And like I say, the major pentatonic scale has nothing. It's got the perfect fifth, the major thirds. It's got everything's just good sounding. So that's an easy one to get by with. Then you have the only way you have a chance of maybe hitting just sounding out is to hit if you hit a wrong note. But if you do hit a wrong note, just remember, play it off. Play it off like that was meant to be, and come back and do it again if you got the nerve to do it. So definitely. Don't be afraid to take a chance, take a risk, because anything's possible. The sky's the limit, and there's no right or wrong. Okay, music theory is just a way of communicating with other members. It's not a way of life. Music's not, necessarily the way music theory is. It's not right or wrong. Music theory is just, as it says, it's a theory. Okay, so it's just a way to communicate amongst other musicians on what you're going for. You go out a major scale, C major, people know where you're going. It's not like you're just going anywhere and they're going to guess and try to play along with you. So it's just a way of communicating with other musicians. So don't be afraid, take a chance. You can use notes outside of that scale by all means. Okay, so hope you got some value out of that. If you did, help me help you. Hit that like button, and I'll catch you all on the flip-flop in the next video. Bye for now.